before we get started on video games or a video game, we need to talk about StarFox. A brand new StarFox game just got randomly announced by Nintendo like this past week, like a few days ago. I've seen the trailer already, so I'm not going to pretend, oh wow, this is my first time seeing this. No, I saw it already. I saw it off the stream. Like, here's the thing. I would have maybe prepared to stream it, like my reaction to it live. Except, I'm not even kidding, they fucking announced the direct 10 minutes before it went live. Now, how are you supposed to prepare for that? It's like, come on now. I didn't even fucking know it was happening until after the fact. Like, 5 minutes after the fucking presentation ended. And I was like, okay, thanks Nintendo. But yeah, we got a StarFox Direct for a brand new game. It's just called StarFox, by the way. I'm going to get into my thoughts on that as we go, but I'm going to show you... We're going to watch even though I've seen it already, we're going to watch it together, and then I'm going to talk about my general thoughts on this game. Rated ET. Oh no, this game is made by Atari. It's going to crash the video game market. Right, oh.
Hello everyone, I'm Shigeru Miyamoto. Last month, we released the Super Mario Galaxy movie, which was enjoyed by many people around the world. To everyone who saw it in theaters, thank you very much. The movie features a certain character who isn't part of the Super Mario series.
We heard you like StarFox 64. Again, I'm gonna get into that.
Why is a princess trying to go to the most dangerous place in the galaxy?
Now, assuming this is being shown on YouTube, I'm assuming this is fine for me to show. If not, I'm gonna have to, like, edit this later.
Fox McCloud! Leader of the legendary Star!
So yeah, this was a scene from the Mario Galaxy movie.
Keeping the Lilat system safe, fighting with my buds, and doing extremely.
I don't mind watching this again. It's a funny little bit.
Let's go! Then one day, my warp drive exploded. Blew a giant hole in the fabric of space and time, and I got sucked into a different universe. That's what I get for making a frog my engineer. Now I roam your galaxy, trying to find a way home. Doing good when the price is right. Oh, I also have cool space boots.
Now that's the backstory of the guy who's going to take us to the space junk galaxy.
This has nothing to do with the fucking thing we're about to talk about. I'm gonna see if I can get a good image. Like, this has got nothing to do with the video game we're about to discuss here, but I'd be down for an animated movie that looked like this. Like, okay, Nintendo, give Illumination all the money to make this happen, please.
That's right, the main character from the StarFox series, Fox McCloud, makes an appearance. Now, Fox and his wingmen return in their own Nintendo Switch 2 game. This game is called StarFox.
Yep, that's what they're calling it.
And now, I'll pass it over to Koizumi-san.
And you're thinking, oh, with a name like StarFox, is it a reboot? Oh, you have no fucking idea.
Koizumi-san.
Hello, everyone. I'm Yoshiaki Koizumi. From here on, I will be your host for this presentation. StarFox is based on the Nintendo 64 game StarFox 64, but the visuals have been completely updated. All of the characters in the game have also been redesigned. All right, let's take a look.
Sorry, I was just opening my can of Monster there. I'm assuming you helped that. Have they ever done anything besides reboot StarFox? They added a control system where you had to look down at a separate screen. I'm sure that went over well with the crowd. That game was also kind of a reboot of StarFox 64. I'll talk about that at the end. But yeah, if it's not obvious, this game is another retelling of the StarFox 64 story. Technically, it's a retelling of StarFox 1, like the original game, because the original StarFox 64 was just a retelling of that game's story. But again, I'll talk about it as we go through this. But I want to give you my proper thoughts toward the end of this. But I'll just...
Systems check. Sound off, team.
I just want to watch this again and talk about it. So there's been many thoughts on the characters. Some people like it, some people hate it. I personally I personally fall on the side of liking it. Kind of harkens back to the Super Nintendo art style for the, you know, the box art and like the official artwork for that game. I think that's what they're going for here. Right, so here's what the game looks like.
The same, the visuals have received a major upgrade.
Slippy,
Also, hey there, Eddie.
Banter between characters is also back.
Now you've done it, Slippy. Bogey on your tail.
Cover me while I fine-tune my sensors. Oh, you got him? Thanks, Fox.
We need your help, StarFox.
Hey there, General.
Oh, you're Kai. Sorry, hi there, Kai. Haven't seen you in a while.
This is Fox McCloud, leader of the StarFox mercenary squad.
Prep the R-Wings. We've got a job to do,
Or
StarFox.
cow. Sorry, I
We'll take the
can
system
barely
back
see
from
that
Andros.
because my text is small.
One planet at a time.
Falco Lombardi is their ace pilot.
You mean
and
Calgante,
Fox's
right?
rival.
Sounds perfect. There's no way Andros would expect us to launch an assault there. You up for another challenge, Fox?
So this is one of the features I'm kind of interested in, like having a bit more world building and like character dynamics in between the missions. I think that's kind of cool that they're like actually adding that much like narrative to what's an otherwise like very simple game that takes no more than an hour to beat.
That base is the gateway to the wider system, Fox.
And Peppy Hare is their strategic mastermind and veteran
So
pilot.
yeah, I do like that aspect of the game.
This. Hit 'em quick and hit 'em hard.
The fate of the Lilat system rests squarely on their shoulders. The R-Wing is a high-performance aerospace fighter piloted by Fox and his crew. It's equipped with a laser.
Right, so here's the training
It
room.
can also fire charged shots or launch bombs that cover a wide area. The R-Wing can brake, boost,
Use the boost to get
do
through!
a barrel roll to repel enemy fire, and even somersault. Besides the R-Wing, an agile ground assault vehicle
Do a barrel
called
roll.
the
You know they're gonna
Lilat
do that, right? Like, you know they're gonna, you know, acknowledge that and, like, do the line. Say the line, Peppy
And a
Hare!
modified exploratory submersible called the Blue Marine can also be piloted, depending on the mission.
What do you mean depending on the mission? There's only one mission that that vehicle is
Campaign will
used in.
take you to diverse planets as you seek out the enemy's stronghold to restore peace in the Lilat system. Corneria is a planet teeming with life and the beating heart
Corneria,
of the system.
fourth planet of the Lilat system.
Ficina is a frozen planet with most of its surface covered in ice and snow.
Get your own target, Fox.
Solar is the Lilat system's scorching hot second star.
So yeah, visually this
And
game does look
Soness
really
is
nice.
a deserted, polluted ocean planet that was stripped of all its natural resources.
I'm not sure if this game, if they got like a third party
There's
studio
also
like
asteroid
assisting
field to
Nintendo
navigate.
making this game.
Persistent laser tech.
Because if I didn't know any better, I'd say
And
that,
the
you know,
inside of a
Platinum was
nebula.
working on this as well.
From
Because
planet
Platinum worked on
surfaces to
Zero.
outer space,
And that
a
game
variety of
visually
stages
looked pretty
away.
decent. But you know, the controls, that's a whole different story,
With
but
free
hey.
flying dogfights in all range mode.
Unit, don't let anything through.
So yeah, Bill's in
Massive
here.
boss battles.
and I
You
think
can
we
look
saw
forward
Cat
to
already.
intense aerial combat.
We did it. All units, disengage.
There was supposed to be another submarine
Depending on
mission
the
in that
objectives you
mission.
complete,
Maybe they're putting
the
it in
number
this
of
one.
enemies shot
I'd be down for them
and other
adding some new
factors.
content.
The route you take through the system may change. Replay stages with a different approach to find ways through that are off the beaten path.
So yeah, there's
You better
the
be right about
alternate
this,
path to the
Falco.
first level.
I say we trust Falco's instincts.
You worry
Ha,
about
I see what you did
Plenty
there.
of new cutscenes have also been added. These include never-before-seen mission briefings between stages, allowing you to learn more about the characters and the StarFox universe.
Again, that is
Fall in,
pretty
team.
nice to see that.
How are we doing?
You can choose between easy, normal, and expert difficulty settings.
Now, as a veteran Star Fox 64 player, this is much appreciated. Thank you for adding a much harder difficulty.
When playing on easy difficulty, your shield gauge will be longer, and your lasers will remain powered up.
For my
making it
first
ideal
playthrough,
for
I might
novice
play it on
pilots.
normal difficulty, but I wouldn't mind doing a replay on expert.
In challenge mode, you can replay stages you've already
I am
cleared.
planning to stream this day one, yes. So
Complete a variety of objectives that bring new challenges.
This is
to each
also
mission
welcome.
that you won't find in the campaign.
various challenges that you can do outside of the campaign gives you a lot more replay value and a reason to replay these levels over and over. I like it.
Break through. We'll find out who's coordinating this attack.
Definitely a nice way to add some
Take
meat
on
to the
these
bones of this
challenges
game.
on either normal or expert difficulty.
And then this is the thing that I'm most excited about
Players
with
are
this game.
split between Team StarFox and Team StarWolf. Then compete to earn the most points by clearing missions and taking down foes.
Like, this is multiplayer, but it's also got an online
select
option,
from
so
3 stages,
fuck
each
yeah,
with its
online
own rule
dogfights, let's
set.
go.
Take out opponents and seize control of the zone around the satellite towers on Corneria.
So yeah, this is basically King of the Hill style gameplay. I think there's also a capture the flag mode.
Collect as many energy crystals as you can while dodging meteorites on Ficina.
Not sure what multiplayer sort of mode I could compare
Or
that to.
retrieve cargo from space pirates and take
But
it
yeah,
to your
this
base
is
in
like capture the
Sector
flag. Like you have to take this thing to your goal, the score.
StarFox completed the objective.
You can create private matches with your friends online, or match up with random players from around the world, making for a variety of ways to join team battles. Plus, if one person has the game, up to 4 players can take to the skies locally with GameShare. Or online, using GameShare via Game Chat. By holding your Joy-Con 2 controller like a mouse, you can seamlessly swap to mouse-controlled targeting for intuitive aiming and steering.
Now, that makes infinitely more sense than the fucking shit show of a control scheme that was Star Fox Zero on Wii U.
Slippy, stay in formation.
I wouldn't mind doing a full playthrough like this.
Now you've done it, Slippy. Bogey on your tail.
By sharing one of the Joy-Con 2 controllers with a second player, you can split pilot and gunner duties in co-op.
This is also a nice thing to have, like if you want to do local co-op with a friend.
Andros sure has trashed the place.
I'll target the lights on the left. You guys go right.
Yeah, I saw Cat there.
It's a trap. Take him down.
Don't crawl back under your prop.
A swarm of lowly flies. Get ready, team. We're approaching Venom airspace.
What did you think? As you just saw, Fox and Company have a more animal-like design in this game.
Yep.
Reborn exclusively for the Nintendo Switch 2 system, StarFox launches June 25th.
It's not that far away. It's like a month and a half from now.
By the way, this game also supports character avatars. Which
Oh
let you
yeah,
change
this
your face
fucking
in
feature.
Game Chat to look like a character. Like this. How do I look? It doesn't just capture your head movement. But your mouth
That
movement?
is silly.
Blinks. And your eyebrow movement as well.
I did notice a little bit of twitching there with his eyebrows, though.
If you have a compatible USB camera, please give it a try.
But god,
When using
that's so
character
weird.
avatars to look like a StarFox character,
I do
friends
like
playing
it,
other
but yeah, you
games
need to
can
buy
also
the
see your
separate
new look.
USB camera to use this
But
feature,
this
so
game
I think
also
I'm good.
supports the Nintendo 64 controller.
So that's kind of a cute inclusion, like
Those
adding
who played
support
the
for
Nintendo
that.
64 version can enjoy controls that feel even closer to the original.
I'm sticking to the
Since
Switch
its
2
debut
Pro
on the
controller,
Super
thanks.
Nintendo Entertainment System, the StarFox series has had a long legacy on Nintendo platforms. A along that journey, it set out for adventure.
Possible GameCube NSO version confirmed?
And join the battle in the Super Smash
I
Bros.
wonder if they're going to be doing that sooner rather than later.
To support the series for more than 30 years. If you've never experienced the series before, we hope you'll give StarFox a try.
And we're sure we're not going to deter our audience to buy this by raising the price of our console like a few weeks before this game comes out. Nope.
Finally, we'll finish this presentation by sharing the game's prologue, which depicts a
Talk
past
about
battle
fucking self-sabotage.
involving James McCloud, father of the
Status
protagonist
presumed dead.
Fox. Thank you very much.
Right, so they end by showing the opening, not epilogue, the prologue to the story. So we'll just watch this and then I'll talk about my overall thoughts on
Come
this
in,
game.
StarFox. This is Corneria Defense Force Headquarters. Do you read?
Loud and clear. James McCloud here, General. StarFox is on approach to Venom. No indications yet of any suspicious activity. We'll let you know what
There's
we
James.
Proceed with caution. You're the first to set eyes on that place in years. And thank you for accepting this mission, James. You're the only one I can trust.
General Pepper, do you read me? Something's jamming long-range comms. Stay sharp, team.
Are you seeing this, James? According to my instruments, the atmosphere is highly toxic.
And we're doing this job for next to nothing? We're supposed to be mercs, not chumps.
There's more at stake here than our bottom line, Pigma.
Yeah, sure.
General Pepper says his people have detected signs of activity on Venom's surface. He's concerned it has something to do with Dr. Andross.
It's been years since Andross was banished here, James. If the atmosphere is poisonous...
All the more reason to figure out what's going on. Dr. Andross made mistakes, and he paid the price for them. But whatever else he is a genius. Maybe he found a way to survive.
Our leader. Such a bleeding heart.
I see they changed Pigma's voice a little bit. It no longer sounds whiny. You know, like the original game.
Where'd they come from?
Peppy, long time no see!
Pigma, where are you going?
It's like you told me. I'm getting into formation.
So yeah,
Two-timing
we all know this by now, but Pigma
What can
is
I
a
say?
traitor.
My new boss pays better.
Also, that's kind of gross.
Corneria must suffer. Death to all who stand in the way of my...
Hi, Andross.
Is that Dr. Andross?
Don't let them...
Wait.
hiss.
Didn't mean to interrupt that, but Super FX technology. I didn't notice that the first time I saw this. Like, look at the text on the side of the R-wing. That's a nice little Easter egg. Holy shit.
Was that Dr. Andross?
Don't let them hiss.
Super FX technology. Amazing. Nice to see they kind of low-key acknowledged, like, what made the original Star Fox possible.
I can't shake him.
Hey, Peppy! Catch!
James!
Or say hey there, Nero.
Peppy, are you there? Come in, Peppy. Do you read me? I'm losing altitude. Peppy, you need to get out of here. Warn the General.
Not without you, James.
That's an order. And Peppy, keep an eye on Fox.
Alright, well, there you go. That was the Star Fox Direct, which, again, I would have watched this live had it not been for the fact that they, you know, kind of like announced it 10 minutes before going live, so that was kind of annoying. I wish Nintendo didn't do that, but... So, let me get into my general thoughts on this thing. So, let's see, where is that one frame? Hold on. Where's that part where he opens his shirt to show the StarFox thing? Maybe not.
That's right. The main character from the StarFox series, Fox McCloud, makes an appearance. Now, Fox and his wingmen return in their own...
Everyone, will be your 60.
Sorry, I'm trying to look for the part where he opens his T-shirt to show the full StarFox thing, so I can make my point. Anyway, look, you see what it's saying. It says Tartfo. Anyway, so yeah, that's one thing that I'm kind of like a little bit bothered about. So here's my general thoughts. Okay, like I am glad to see that StarFox as a franchise is not dead. I'm glad to see that they're actually doing something with it, even if it's just, you know, another reboot or another remake of the same fucking game again, but I'll take what I can get at this point, because Star Fox Zero definitely left a bit of a bad taste in my mouth. Because I played that game back when it was brand new, and I wanted to like it. It did have some redeeming qualities, but at the end of the day, if you're playing the game, focusing, like, splitting your attention between, you know, the TV in front of you and, like, what's on your lap on the fucking gamepad, it ultimately doesn't really pan out to be a fun experience in my book. And it's like, I kept trying to convince myself, no, it's going to get better, it's going to be fun, I'm going to get used to it, but it's like, no, and I never did get used to it. I played it, I beat the campaign, I tried going for an alternate route, but then I just kind of lost interest and I was just done with it. So yeah, I'll take what I can get at this point. Like, I'm glad to see that the IP is not dead and they're actually trying something with it. But another thing that's been bothering me is the name of the game, Star Fox. I get that they're trying to, you know, harken back to the original game, like it's a reboot in a sense, and it's like, okay, this is the Star Fox game you should be playing. But I think if Sonic has taught us anything, I think people are going to be calling this Star Fox 26 from now until the end of time. Because let's be real, we already have a Star Fox. It's on Super Nintendo. We don't need to call this that. Come on, Nintendo, learn from Sega's mistakes, will you? For that matter, Doom as well, like Doom 2016. Like, we're still fucking calling it that. I call it that. But yeah, Star Fox 26 coming out next month. So I do like the character designs. I think they look pretty nice, honestly. Like, it's a little bit uncanny at first. Like, my raw reaction to this was like, oh, that's unexpected. Like, I thought they were going to go for a more cartoony look, you know, like in the movie. But as it settled in, I was just like, you know what? I see what they're trying to go for. They're harkening back to the original Star Fox's art design for the promotional art, so I appreciate it. I think it looks good. It could have looked worse, but I think it looks pretty good for what they're trying to do here. Also, nice little sneaky foreshadowing here. Like, check this out. Listen to Falco.
Falco here. G-diffuser seems fine. Let's go already.
Seems fine. I'm sure that's not going to bite me in the arse like 5 minutes from now. I think it looks horrible. I mean, you're fine too. You're entitled to your opinion as well. I'm not saying that you're wrong to think that. Like, it's a very divisive art style. I personally like it. I think it looks good. Also, that's a good frame to land on. I think the most appealing is, like, Slippy Toad, honestly. Just because, you know, you guys know that I like Frog. And we got Frog. Okay, one thing I did notice that I wanted to bring up. Let me just quickly mute this. Right. Now, when I saw this screen here, I thought they were going to talk about, oh, you can customize your R-Wing and add, like, you know, accessories or, like, augments to your R-Wing, because why would you see this specific frame or this specific, like, this shot of being in the hangar with, like, a rotating art wing? Like, I thought that's where they were going with this, but they didn't even mention anything about customization. So maybe this is just one of those features that they chose not to talk about, but it is, in fact, in the game. So, yeah, that's what I think this is. I think this is, like, customizing your armory and whatnot, which is going to be cool if that's the case. I have no idea what that could be if it's not that. But yeah, there's the training room. And then, of course, we've got the Landmaster and the Blue Marine, which apparently there's more than one mission for this one, which is weird because the original game there was only one mission this was used for. So let's have a look at. So here's the map.
Here is the map.
So it looks pretty much just they moved the planets around a little bit, but it's pretty much structured the same. It's like you've got an easy route and a medium route and a difficult route, and you can like kind of jump back and forth depending on what you do. Yeah, this is Corneria. Ficina. Sounds like a coffee. Sounds like a mix of a coffee and an Italian pasta. So yeah, it looks pretty good, honestly. Like, yes, it's Star Fox 64 again. I know, chat. I'm annoyed too. I'm annoyed that they're going back to the Star Fox 64. Well, I want them to do something original and different. I know the last game was also 64 remastered, or 64 retold. But you know what? Like I said, I'll take what I can get at this point, and hopefully it sells well, or at least it sells enough for them to be like, okay, we can make money off of this. We're going to make another one, and we're going to make like a new story this time. Or, you know what they could do? Do a direct continuation of this game. Like, because this could be the starting point for a whole new line of like story game, like games with a story that takes after this. So rather than have the timeline with Star Fox Adventures and then going into Assault, we could just do a whole new story using this as a starting point. Like that'd be awesome. I'd be down for that. So yeah, we got expert difficulty. I'm very happy to see that. There's also easy mode. Continues are unlimited among other things. Sorry, I kind of stumbled there, but yeah, my first playthrough will probably be on normal difficulty just for streaming purposes, but I might also do a follow-up session of like me playing on expert and seeing the differences. But it's nice to see the option to like make the game harder, because normal difficulty is not all that difficult, honestly. It's not. I mean, it's a little bit challenging, yeah, but I'm very used to it at this point, so I'm glad to see that they're adding more. Then you got this for replay value purposes, which is good. I like it. So, of course, this is the thing I am most excited about. I'm glad to see that they're actually adding online multiplayer, so we can play against each other. So if anybody's planning to pick this game up day one and you want to like play me on it, then just hit me up and we can maybe get something arranged here. I don't know if I can like set a party of like a few friends and then just have the rest be filled by randos online. I don't know how that works yet, but actually it tells you down there. You can set it to, or you can set bots to fill. I don't know if you can get randos online, but I guess we'll figure that out when we get the game. I did notice that there is no dedicated dogfighting mode. Like, you can fight with people and whatnot, but it's mainly about playing the objective. And there's like 3 different objective modes. So that's interesting. I guess they figured that would be better, just to like have it like that rather than just be dedicated fighting. Mouse controls are a nice addition. And yeah, there's the Star Fox title. So, yes, it's Star Fox 64 again. I know, chat. I'm still kind of annoyed. Like, I'm looking forward to the game. I think it will be nice to play Star Fox 64 in a new way. But hopefully, if the game does somewhat decently, I'm not expecting this to sell like 10 million like Luigi's Mansion 3, but if it sells like 3 million, I think that would be nice for Nintendo, because Star Fox has always had, kind of like Metroid, honestly, like it's always been in this sort of like unfortunate position of like, it hasn't really been doing all that well in terms of the numbers, as far as I'm aware. I think the most successful game was the original Star Fox 64, because that game kind of came out at the perfect time where it's like, oh, we've got this brand new accessory for this console, it's called the Rumble Pack, and we're going to include it with this game. Like, it came in a fucking big box and everything. Like, I think that alone made that game sell a ton. But yeah, I'm I'm down to clown. I'm gonna get this game day one. It's June 25th, and I think it could be good. I think it could be fun, even if it's a very short game, but I'll probably stream it for a few parts. Chat, if this game comes to NSO, would you watch me stream this? Would you watch me play this fucking weird game that was like... I think this was like Rare's final game before Microsoft bought them out. I mean, technically they bought them out, they were just finishing up games for Nintendo before they actually started making games for Xbox. So I believe this was like their final console game. I think they were continuing to make GBA games after this. But I have interesting feelings about that game. I don't want to say it's bad, but it has problems. It's an interesting experiment. I hope Assault also goes there as well. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling now. I hope you enjoyed that. Sorry I couldn't like do a raw reaction since I already watched the thing, on account of them like springing it on us like 10 minutes before going live. But yeah, I'll pick it up day one. I'm going to stream it day one. I think it'll be fun to check out. And if you guys want to play multiplayer with me, we can maybe do that.